the amazing, wonderful Bob Sima. And his name is spelled Bob, S-I-M-A. His easy website, bobsima.com. And we have our friends, Alan and Anna Marie from, and then, hello, my friends. Hello.
Hello.
welcome to,
glad to be here.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, and Wynn is still with us. So all of us are together, and Wynn Parrish, the creator of the Love Light Yoga and Arts Festival, and Alan and Anna Marie. Tell us about yourself, if you would.
Well, sure. First, it's Ana Maria.
Ana Maria. Ana Maria.
Yes, thank you. Ana Maria Ruimate. She goes as she's known as the Spanish mezzo and soprano. Ana Maria comes from Madrid originally, where she sang with the opera. She sang with the National Chorus and Orchestra, and now she is singing here in the United States and elsewhere from a base in Philadelphia. We are working on a project right now we call Sephardic Treasures, and I'm a string bass player. I play jazz music mostly. This project, Sephardic Treasures, pulls in a lot of different musical threads. In a way, it reflects the tricultural, spiritual world of medieval Spain, where there were Catholics, Muslims, and Jews living together, and then amplified around that time and a little later by the group of gypsies that came in who originate on the Indian subcontinent. So it's a lot of different influences, and we try to pull it all into our version of this old Sephardic music. We've got an album partly in the can that we're still working on finishing up, where we've worked with a magnificent Spanish flamenco guitarist, a jazz trumpet player. Yes, we should mention his name.
Julian Vaquero, he just came to record the CD with us. He's a wonderful flamenco guitar player, and he lives in Spain. Also, we were collaborating with Shari Bester. He's
Israeli percussionist.
He's a drummer. He lives in Brooklyn, but he's a percussionist in Israel. And with Elvan.
Dwayne Eubank, jazz trumpeter.
Yeah, so the album is a mix of styles, and everyone puts in it their own style, their own feeling in the same music. So it's super cool. It's a very, very strange mixture, no? I think that's very interesting.
Now let me ask you, how did you meet these people?
Well, it goes back to almost what we were talking about in the beginning of that mix between music and activism. I met Alan. We were both working for the Bonobo Conservation Initiative. We were trying to help bonobo apes, which are apes that are very much like chimpanzees, but they're just a little sexier and a little cooler. And they're highly endangered. Almost nobody knows about them. And Alan was an attorney at a fabulous law firm here in Washington, D.C., and he was the pro bono lawyer and board member for the Bonobo Conservation Initiative. So we met, we had music in common, but we also had activism and conservation in common, and we became friends. And, of such a high regard, their musicality is off the chart. And so, festival organizer, I wanted to just have some world-class talent, on the stage. And that's really what they bring, especially Anna Maria with her fantastic operatic voice and Alan's jazz bass playing. It's a real, they call themselves the Sephardic Treasure, but I think they're just a straight-up treasure.
Wonderful. So, well, we're definitely looking forward to seeing you at Love Light, my friends. Tell us about a little bit more about your music.
Well, the music, I think, we work in a number of different musical streams, but the music highlights all of our cultural experience and distills it into something that I think is timeless. The lyrics are mostly in Spanish or Ladino, the stories that they tell them are timeless, and just as in some of the yoga chants, the precise meanings of the word isn't necessary for appreciating and understanding the music. We realize that in the States, at least, much of our audience is English speaking and won't understand all of the lyrics. That's less of an issue when we're performing elsewhere. We're going to be in Cuba in a couple weeks performing, in fact. We're looking forward to that. Havana's a wonderful city. So I think it has the energy and the spirit of jazz, the energy and the tradition of flamenco. The lyrics and the melodies come from medieval Spain. They originate in medieval Spain. The Jewish community later dispersed throughout the Ottoman Empire. And then in the early 20th centuries, musicologists, ethnomusicologists, went and collected the music and lyrics. It had been an oral tradition among women for some centuries. It was women's music passed from mother to daughter. And, you know, the melodies, therefore, you know, come from that tradition. And then we add the flamenco rhythm and sort of the jazz arrangement. And the scales, again, reflect flamenco music and Arabic music. They're very interesting modes. And with a little bit of the influence that the flamenco artists bring from the Indian subcontinent as well. So it's an unusual melange. Sometimes people have said you've never heard anything like this before.
Well,
yeah, we took the melodies from books of musicologists, and then Alan prepared the arrangements in a jazz style. So we started this way, and it worked. So we very very old melodies suddenly they transform into something very modern, no? A new point of view. So I think it's easy to listen, and we see how we can see how in those times we haven't got any recordings. Just the recordings it exists are recordings of women in Tanger in their houses. So the musicologists went to their houses and recorded, and then they wrote the melodies, they wrote the lyrics. But I took that melody, I didn't listen to some of the songs I know already, because in Spain, some songs are very well known. So and indeed García Lorca also, he took some of the songs from the south of Spain, and he prepared a version for piano, but it is usually sung by the singers, the classical singers. So it's very special, because I just took the melodies, I learned the melodies, and then Alan wrote their own accompaniment, and it's a very cool mix, and it works.
You know, our theory is that even in the 14th century, I'm not sure how the musicians performed, but they wanted to be cool, and we think that the music is cool again, the way we do it. And we've had the good fortune to take it to a lot of places already. We've performed in, everywhere from New York City to Arizona and Colorado in the United States. We've had some performances in Spain, Belgium, Holland, and we're delighted to be coming out to Love Light in August.
That's wonderful. I'll be delighted to meet you in person. And you sent me something to play. Why don't you share, Alan, what it is we're about to hear?
Well, sure. It's a track called Las Comadres Pechiteras, which translates roughly into witchy godmothers. It's still, as I mentioned, the album that we're working on isn't quite finished, but we've got this track that's in pretty good shape. We thought we could share with. We expect that it will be released sometime in the next few months. This was originally more or less a lullaby that was sung to children.
Yeah, and this is about the women who took care of the children in the house. So some of them were slaves. The slaves, they can do anything they wanted with the children. For example, if the slave had a baby, she can change the boy or the girl by the other side to exchange babies. So at the end, all of them were the same, no? And this is a story about a woman that is a slave of her own sister that she was taken when she was very young by the Moorish and took to the house. And when she grew up, she had a baby, and then she decided to have other slaves to take care of the baby. So the Moorish go to Castilla, and they take a woman who has a boy. So they change the babies, and then when the sister were singing a song, the other sister recognized the song, and she said, "Who are you? How did you? I know that song." And then for this old song they were singing, that she was singing to the baby, she realized that both they were sisters, no? So it's very, very, that's the silence of the way they. And so these are stories they usually tell, no? The women tell.
Well, Anna Maria, thank you for explaining that, and we're going to hear it right now. We're very curious.
Okay.
Enjoy.
I hope you like it. Thank you for speaking.
Okay, stay with us. Thank you. That's just wonderful. Thank you so much, my friends, Alan.
Oh, thank you. You know, and congratulations. That's a world premiere. It's the first time it's been that recording has been broadcast, and so it's an honor to be on WRPI to do that.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Sometimes I describe this music, and your sophisticated listeners might catch the reference. It's as if John Renbourn from Pentangle got together with Paco de Lucia in a bar in Jerusalem to listen to Miles Davis's Sketches of Spain. I think that's the sort of sound we ended up with.
I like that combination. I'm familiar with those artists. How about you, Wayne?
You are.
I think that's perfect. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, I love the horn in that. Who's playing the instruments?
Once again, Julian Baquero from Spain on guitar, myself, Alan Lewine on bass, Ana Maria Ruimonte singing on voice, Dwayne Eubanks trumpet, and Shai Wetzler from Israel on the percussion.
Beautiful. Well, it sounded really good, and really looking forward to seeing you at the Love Light Yoga and Arts Festival, August 18th through the 21st. Love Light. What is that website again?
Love Light Yoga Festival. What? I should know. LoveLightFestival.com.
Yeah. Okay. Love Light Festival.
LoveLightFestival.com. Yeah.
LoveLightFestival.com. So people can go to LoveLightFestival.com. And so thank you, my friends, for being with us and joining us today. Now,
well, our pleasure. If I can mention one more website, people can learn more about us at owlsong.com. That's OWLSONG.com.
Okay, OWLSONG.com. Thank you.
Yep.
We are going to play. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for being with us. Just stay on the line.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you all in August.
See you in August. Okay. Stay on the line for a moment. I'll speak with you off air. We're going to play